All right, y'all. Welcome back to another earnings update video on the Nortex Mining YouTube channel. Again, we're back in 2024 making some more earnings update videos to kind of give you guys an accurate look at what earnings look like. Today is a little bit of a time capsule episode. So, this is going to be the 1 year of mining mobile, which I started in August of 2022. So, this is going to go up to August of 2023. And I kind of want to take you back and take myself back and kind of put into perspective what was happening at the time. And that way we get like a better idea of, you know, did we make the right decision or not moving into the future and when this situation comes up again, right? So if you like this kind of content, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, really helps. I think, I don't know, maybe it doesn't. Who knows? If you want to, go for it. If not, don't worry about it. But here's what it was looking like in August of 2023. So I think a lot of people had trouble in this 2022 range of just like hanging on to these coins. I think, by the end of 2022, you might have had a few million from an indoor CBRS, maybe you had an outdoor, and you were kind of looking to take some risk off the table, which is what I did, right? I mean, I sold 3 million at, the current price it was on Jan 1, 2023, and kind of was able to get $1,000 back after I had already spent, almost 3 grand on all this equipment, right? Pollen rugging, I think, was like another big shock to the decentralized wireless projects. Everybody was like, "Oh man, is mobile gonna be the next Pollen, or are they gonna find some other way to like further dilute the token?" And everybody I think was pretty much, maybe not everybody, but most people were like, "Well, let me take some off. Let me get at least something back, so that if this goes to zero, I'm not holding the bag, right?" So that's kind of what was happening in this 2022 range. Into 2023, of course, you have the halving at the end of July. And so August, you start to get like these really lean looking numbers. But, looking back, adding these other two CBRS radios when I did. So these are our other indoor CBRS radios again, thinking, okay, this is gonna go towards maxing out my setup of 5, trying to produce the best coverage I can for the most reasonable price. I was able to pick these two up for like $330 each. Again, at the time, the Dex price was around 3 zeros too. So even if I had held all of this and sold it all, at that time, it was still probably going to be something pretty meager. But over the course of 2023, I did start taking some more. Again, just even if it was on the way down, I was taking risk off the table, and I sold some more in May, sold some more in August to kind of basically, I think this is right around the point where I was like, man, I'm pretty much almost break even with this stuff. I had taken 2400 out again in 2024. Hindsight, looking back, right? This is peanuts, right? All these prices that I sold for, it's 10x since then. So again, this goes back to the principles, or like what is your strategy? And I think I'm not really entirely sure I had one. I had a mining strategy with mobile. I was just kind of thinking, okay, I think it's going to do well. I think it's going to be a great project. Let me just get in early, which I did, and I'm thankful for that. But that long-term vision of let me mine as much as I can and just hodl it was not there yet. It was still, okay, let me get my risk off the table. And then now 2023, 2024, 2025, whatever's left of it, is just kind of gravy, right? I can afford to do whatever I want with the rest because I'm in risk free now, basically. So yeah, I mean these indoor CBRS miners have overall been pretty well. Each one was kind of in the 8,000 to 9,000 daily range back in June, July, um, August. I think I had some issues with connectivity, so I had to move it. I had to move the setup to a different location so that the GPS pucks could get signal, and all of these kinds of things is kind of part of the troubleshooting of mining. Um, then I think at the end of July they launched mapping for subscribers, initial subscribers to the Helium mobile network. There was a $5 plan that was available, so I was able to get three mappers, I think, on that $5 plan. And again, at the beginning of July, this was 25,000, 20,000. In August, there was still 10,000, 6,000, 5,000 mobile per day going out to these mappers. So again, really pays to be early, as long as you can afford to not or like fight that urge to take risk off the table, right? Like you're already at the most risky asset class you can be, right? This is crypto. This is the Wild West. It's hard, but I think you need to get to that point financially to where all this money needs to be risk on 100% and don't deviate from that strategy until the bull market returns. Then you can start taking profits. Then you can start clearing things off because I'll do another update for maybe like the end of 2023. Um, but this is what the chart looks like, right? I mean, and these are all these months in here. All of 2023, April, May. I mean, they're not making nothing, but it's very, very meager earnings as you go through. And then the back half of 2023, which, like I said, we'll do another video on the back half of 2023. But I mean, this is kind of what I want to bring to your attention here is like the end of December and this incredible rocket ship that kind of took off. A lot of exchanges picked up mobile, and I mean, even as of the end of the year, 0.003, right? So you knock off a zero there. It's a 10x for sure. So um, just if you're able to keep that mindset of, hey, all this money's gone anyway, like all whatever hardware I bought, like it's gone, just wait until the bull market returns. I think that's an incredible strategy to adopt. And like I said, if you're able to fight this temptation of taking your risk off the table and just like, oh, let me get my money back, right? Like that's what everybody talks about. That's what everybody wants to do. Is like, oh yeah, I'll put some money in and then let me get my money right back out. This is crypto. I think you need to be in a stronger financial position to be able to take these big swings. And if you hit one or two home runs, I mean that's gonna make up all and more for all that risk that you took. So anyways, yeah, we'll kind of cut it short here. Like I said, the two editions of the CBRS indoor radios were what I did in 2023. Also, the mapping devices coming online. I'll have another update video for an end of 2023 on mobile pretty soon here. But again, at the time, I don't want to say there was fear in the streets, but the halving had just happened. It was like, man, like earnings are gonna are worse. The pollen had rugged. It was a lot of uncertainty, and by taking risk off the table, you prevent yourself from hitting home runs once the bull market returns. So again, just want to give y'all honest, look at what it looks like to have a few pieces of hardware running, and you get the earnings and things are okay on a dollar per dollar average. It seems great, but I think that's going to be one of my biggest learnings moving forward, is especially in this 2022 year. I mean, you really have no business selling any of this that got mined at bottom, really rock bottom prices. In that year after the boom, I think you should just mine and hodl, maybe even both years, 2022 and 2023. If you can get to a point financially where you can just mine and hodl for those 2 years, I think you'll be really happy with with what ends up happening once liquidity returns 2024, 2025, right? So that's what I would have to say to my younger self, and to those who may just be getting started, friends, family, whoever's watching this. This is kind of what the strategy I used, and I mean, again, didn't go broke, right? Was able to kind of take some cash and pay off, or not even pay off. I think I had just taken from savings and paid for that equipment, from money that miners had made. But there's this intricate balance of, how much money do you want in hardware, how much money do you want in coins, and how much money do you want in cash to be able to either buy coins or buy hardware. So it's this intricate balance, of three different things, that are all worth different things at different times. So yeah, it's a lot of fun trying to balance it, and this is what I did, and and this is what mobile did. So how can we learn from this and get better, and be able to um, make another decision moving forward. Obviously, hindsight is 2020, right? If this would have gone to zero in December, this would have looked like an amazingly smart decision, right? But it didn't. It 10x'd. So again, if you're picking the right projects and you're swinging for the fences, swing for the fences. Hit those home runs, and wait and stick to it. But until next time, I appreciate you guys watching. Again, if you like the earnings and honest look at things, I mean, these are my numbers. I don't have anything to hide other than who I am, right? I'm just a guy talking behind a microphone showing you my numbers. But yeah, I mean these are real numbers. This is what happened, and if it helps someone, that's awesome. Hit that subscribe. Plenty more to come. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep your spirits high. That's not how that goes, is it? Keep your hardware costs low and keep your spirits high. I'm not editing that. So, yeah, keep on mining, y'all. I'll see you on the next one.